Good day. I am Ken Madronero, together with Group 1, and we are Ando Plus, the pioneer hangover patch of South Korea. Together, we bring Filipino ingenuity and talent to the land of kimchi, K-pop, and K-drama. To start off, let me first give a brief introduction to our company. Have you ever woken up after a night out only to find yourself totally miserable and unable to get out of bed? It's called a hangover, and I am sure all of you are familiar with the feeling. Sucks, right? Feels really good to be drunk. Uh, Getting a hangover? Not so much. And that is what our company is exactly trying to solve. The word Ando means relief in Korean. As the name suggests, we aim to provide instant relief to people suffering from hangovers all over the country. Before anything else, let me turn it over to Yana to give us a better picture of where we are setting shop. South Korea.
For social factors, following tradition and ancestral roots are valuable to Koreans. They also believe in carrying out the values of sincerity and respect for older people since they are family oriented. Also, Koreans enjoy drinking alcohol as it helps form a stronger bond with their peers. Considering how soju is relatively cheap and accessible, Koreans would not miss on the chance to drink. Although when it comes to eating together after working hours called hosik, it involves heavy drinking with their peers, which others prefer not to do due to the increasing build-in pressure and authoritarian culture. For the technological factors, South Korea is one of the most technologically advanced countries. It is also known to be a global innovation hub since they are able to do this by having close partnerships with the stakeholders that surround them, such as governments, corporations, research institutions, which enables a culture that promotes constant innovation. They also have high internet speed and advanced ICT infrastructures, which makes them appealing to international firms. In the economic aspect, South Korea's GDP is roughly 1.8 trillion US dollars. Most of the country's income is dependent on exports such as mobile phones, petroleum, vehicle parts, and integrated circuits. They have also established trade alliances with various countries to help with economic growth, diversifying the current market. Aside from this, the continuous increase of the Korean wave, also known as Hallyu, has significantly impacted their economy due to the international preference of consuming Korean pop culture and other forms of entertainment. As for the political aspect, the current setup of the country is a democratic system wherein a president is elected. Also, the current political environment is stable considering their good relationship with other countries such as the US as one of their allies. Although internally, South Korea still struggles with the ongoing conflict with North Korea in terms of gaining ownership over the entire area. Next, we shall discuss Porter's five forces in terms of the proposed hangover patch. Rivalry among existing competitors is high, considering how there are many available products once hangover in South Korea. Famous hangover treatments in Korea are Dawn 808, Yotgay Condition, and Dong A Morning. Also, with regards to how heavy Koreans drink, it may be a challenge to penetrate the market for hangover relief due to the numerous products available in the market. For the bargaining power of buyers, it is high because although there are other hangover treatments available in the market, these only provide or minimal relief as opposed to the hangover patch that gives immediate relief from a hangover, being a proactive step towards avoiding it. Thus, consumers can demand a product that provides an immediate source of relief for heavy alcohol consumption. On the other hand, the bargaining power of suppliers is low, considering how consumers can opt to consume vitamins or antioxidants that can help manage the hangover they are experiencing. As much as hangover patch is an innovative approach for a hangover, pricing is not as controlled due to multiple alternatives available. In terms of threats, the threat of substitute products is high considering how there are natural ways to cure hangovers such as herbs or honey and water, as well as food alternatives such as the famous Korean hangover soup. With this, people can opt to take these instead as it is much cheaper and healthier as compared to unconventional ways of treating a hangover such as treatments, drinks, or jelly sachets. Lastly, the threat of new entrants is high. With the growing alcoholic beverage market, the demand for hangover cures is constantly increasing as well, especially with raw materials that are relatively low in cost when it comes to making such treatments. It becomes easier for competitors to innovate on products that satisfy the consumer further, making the threat of new entrants high. For the internal resource analysis, it is important to assess one's strengths and weaknesses before entering a market. The strengths of hangover patch are it is non-consumable, which means that people do not have to worry about the preservatives present in the product. It is all natural since it is made out of vitamins and minerals. It is fast absorbing to help minimize the effects of a hangover immediately, and it can be used for long periods of time. As for the weaknesses, the dosage or amount of vitamins present in the patch may not be proportionate to all shapes and sizes, making it less effective. It irritable for those who have sensitive skin, and it must be used daily for effective results, which can be a hassle for others and be a source of discomfort. For the key success factors, these are effectivity of the product on consumers, specifically if the patch is able to prevent a hangover, quality control if the hangover is consistently able to deliver results, and feasibility of use for consumers that prefer convenience and comfort.
With a culture for drinking on any occasion in South Korea, and being proven by statistics as it shows that 74.1% of the entire population drink alcohol, numerous local brands are already offering various hangover relief products in the market, ranging from drinks to even candy or powder. However, Ando Plus is able to stand out in the market for a few reasons. Similar to its competitors, the brand caters to those of legal age, ranging from college students to adults in the middle class. However, what makes the product unique is through its design. Rather than creating a hangover relief product that is consumable, such as those already existing in the market, the patches are are safer for less worries in its preservatives as mentioned in its strength and uses natural ingredients. This is seen in our next slide, which can show differences of Ando Plus with its competitors. In this slide, all of the hangover relief products in the market are consumable and accessible. While there are only a few unique designs available, this creates a competitive advantage, as mentioned earlier, for Ando Plus, given that it is the first Korean hangover relief patch made available and affordable in the market.
Studying our competitors, we see a broad range of prices, ranging from 1,000 Korean won to 2,500 Korean won per serving. Montauk is our cheapest competitor, selling its product at 1,000 Korean won. Although its reviews are generally favorable, the numbers are very little. Therefore, this makes the product untested and yet unfavorable in the market. Second is Dong A Morning Care. Dong A is marketed not purely as a hangover solution, but has generally good reviews in the market. It is only one of the cheapest in the market, only costing 1,415 Korean won per 100 ml or bottle. Next is Ready Q. Ready Q is the first product on our list that is above the 2,000 Korean won mark. It is the third most popular product and has a 5-star review from its customers. Berocca, a globally recognized effervescent tablet, is the next on our list. It is slightly more expensive than Ready Q. The disadvantage of this brand compared to the others on the list is that it is not primarily recognized and marketed as a hangover solution. However, it is still widely recognized and useful in our target market. Next would be Yotge Condition, the market leader in the industry. It is priced at 2,450 Korean won per serving, making it 17% more expensive than Berocca. However, although it is the second most expensive, it has a commanding market share compared to our other competitors. Lastly, Dawn 808. This tried and tested brand is just 50 Korean won more expensive than Yotge Condition at 2,500. It is important to note that all the brands that have surpassed 2,000 Korean won have good and favorable reviews and has a healthy customer base. We are pricing our products at 6,500 Korean won, or about 280 pesos for a pack of 3 patches, and 10,800 Korean won, or about 450 for a pack of 5 patches. That would make the price of each patch around 2,160 Korean won, or 91 pesos. This would place our product slightly more expensive than Berocca, but 12% cheaper than the market leader, Yotge Condition. With this strong pricing, we can plan to match Yotge Condition's quality by understanding their products and marketing strategies, and overall know the reason why Koreans buy them. Hopefully, by leveling our quality with theirs, but matching our pricing, we can try to take over their large market share.
We will now be discussing the most essential part in marketing our global product, the 4 Ps. First and foremost, our product is called Ando Plus, which is a quick hangover patch designed to prevent and cure the physical effects of alcohol consumption after a night out. After a night of imbibing oneself with alcohol, waking up as if you've been hit by a truck is a very common problem people encounter, especially in South Korea, whose customs and even traditions involve alcohol intake for socialization purposes. Our target market are individuals ranging from ages 19 to 45 who live in urbanized areas and earn at least 800K to 4 million Korean won a month. Drinking alcohol is part of the South Korean customs as soon as they come of age, regardless of social classes, which is why the age range and the income bracket are very broad. Psychographics include social enjoys drinking with families and friends and likes to take the edge off after work. For our ingredients, this product is a blend of vitamins such as B12 and C, minerals, zinc, and antioxidants that counter the effects of alcohol in one's body. For our application, apply the topical patch on the skin during a night out that involves heavy drinking. And just like that, it prepares your body to remove the physical side effects of alcohol and build your natural defense system so you can drink to your heart's desire without having to worry about waking up feeling irritable the next day. So for our physical mock-ups, as you can see, the Ando Plus Hangover Patch resembles a square with curved edges and shape, with a length and width of 5 centimeters. Each patch also weighs 5 grams and is easy to apply to your skin. It also doesn't leave a mark after removing it because it's attached through an effective gel formula. The product comes in many different shade colors, inclusive, comfortable, and designed to blend into your skin. What makes us different is our product is topical and applied to the skin directly, as opposed to our competition and substitutes that are injected orally, which would usually take effect longer than our hangover patches that are designed to act quickly. For our place, due to the high amount of competition and substitutes in the market, our hangover patch aims to reach quick market penetration to be able to gain public recognition and appeal to people for being easily accessible. Ando Plus will be available in all convenience stores in South Korea, from local chains or koshiraks such as CU to global brands such as 7-Eleven. It will also be available in e-commerce platforms such as Coupang and Gmarket. Other locations where it could be purchased would be pharmacies and department stores all over the country. For our unique strategy, we will be partnering with bars and famous drinking places such as Korean barbecue restaurants and the famous Pojang Mancha, a tent-style drinking place famously found in our favorite K-dramas. Through this strategy, we will be able to be extremely accessible to our target market, targeting even those who did not plan on drinking out that night. Next is our pricing. The Ando Plus Hangover Patch again will cost 6,500 Korean won or about 280 pesos for a pack of 3 and 10,800 Korean won or about 450 pesos for a pack of 5. For reasons, the price point is suitable for a first world country, but not too expensive as it's designed to be readily available everywhere. This would then make the patch cost around 2,160 Korean won each, which is approximately 91 pesos. In comparison to our competition, our hangover patches will be around the same price as oral hangover relief, such as Baroka and Ready Q, which are designed to be consumed twice before and after drinking. This would end up making consumers spend more in the long run. However, it will be cheaper than relief medications such as Hotcake Condition and Don 808, which are quick remedy supplements that are meant to be consumed only once before drinking. This price point is strategically done to be able to reach market penetration at a quick pace, positioning the product as the easily accessible and affordable product to counter the effects of a hangover after a night of socializing. And lastly, as for our promotions, the Ando Plus Hangover Patch will utilize both traditional and digital media advertisements. Upon its release, we will utilize a celebrity endorser who is not only well received by the public, but is also known for enjoying socializing with alcohol, such as Lee Hyori or Nam Chuyeok. They're A-list celebrities that could serve as the faces of the brand. Considering how billboards and subway ads are received well by the Korean citizens, we will also utilize a strategy of having our advertisements displayed on these billboards in busiest areas in megacities such as Seoul, Incheon, and Busan. We will also be displaying commercials rampantly on various channels in Korea to make sure that we reach our target audiences and capture their attention from their homes, especially because watching TV is still a common downtime in the country. We will be initiating the campaign through a video advertisement televised and posted to various social media platforms all over South Korea, including Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Kakao, and etc. We will also be utilizing famous sites in the country, such as Naver and Panchoa, for our paid advertisements. Considering how billboards and subway ads are received well by the Korean citizens, we will also utilize the strategy displayed in the country. And lastly, we will also engage our target audiences through influencer marketing by collaborating with micro to mid-range influencers in South Korea, utilizing their audiences on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Next is for our entry strategy. Ando Plus will operate as a joint venture with one of the most successful and world-renowned soju companies in South Korea, Hite Jinro Soju Limited. This is to ensure that both Filipino and South Korean representatives follow suit for assailing the success of Ando Plus Hangover Patch. Operating through a joint venture with Hite Jinro also accounts for various tax incentives, which will be beneficial to our initial release, as funds will be needed for systems optimization and large-scale marketing. By combining our resources and expertise, we will make our hangover patches very successful in South Korea to ultimately achieve our goal of market penetration with our vision of becoming the #1 hangover relief in the country. This decision to partner with Hitejinro is due to their existing and widespread presence here in the Philippines. They even have an office located in Makati City, which makes it easy for us to work with them closely. The strategic alliance will allow us to work closely on importing sojin to the Philippines while also exporting our hangover patches more effectively.
Next, we move on to our organizational structure. Since Ando Plus is a startup seeking to partner with a global brand like Hita Jiro, Ando Plus has decided to establish an export department. Using this structure, Ando Plus can handle and export our hangover patch more efficiently. The export department will report directly to the Chief Executive Officer so that all the developments will be reported directly to the Board of Directors, thus having an immediate action or decision to be taken since expanding to another country, globalizing, and moving beyond Ando Plus comfort zone requires a great deal of action and research that must go into it if it is to succeed as planned. Also, it is the ability of the head of the export department to oversee the export marketing staff, administration, distribution, overseas representatives that will be a part of the export department. When it comes to the organizational structure in Korean companies, they have been highly centralized and vertically oriented for many years. The founder's family maintains a high level of executive authority at most large chaebols, a large family-owned business conglomerate. A basic Confucian tenet respecting age, seniority, and family ensures that the system is adhered to and is accepted. As a result, most decisions are taken at the top and delegated downward. Those doing business with Korean companies should also gain an understanding of the informal power structures, which are usually the real internal power mechanisms. Since informal structures are based on a complex web of personal relationships and loyalty, it can be difficult to understand or observe them without a local guide. This being said, a way Ando Plus manages its organization structure and power dynamics in the company workplace will differ. Therefore, Ando Plus partnership with Hita Jinro will be particularly useful in the area of informal power structures, as Hita Jinro will serve as a company's local guide. Moving on to the three pillars of world-class organization: customer focus, strategic vision, and value creation. Dedicated to serving and catering to its customers both now and in the future, Ando Plus will immediately respond to customers' needs and develop a plan to further improve the product over time. The company will take into account the feedback provided by our customers when it comes to customer satisfaction and implement their suggestions if any changes need to be made regarding the product. Internally, there must be a smooth flow in the organizational structure of the company in order to prevent corruption. This will enable the product to remain consistent in terms of quality and price for consumers. As such, customer focus is the foundational pillar of our entire product. Ando Plus created this product to provide a solution to the problem of hangovers and is committed to doing so in the most effective manner. It is imperative that the company's vision is shared by all who are involved in the company, regardless of their position in the company. Communication will be of the utmost importance when it comes to relaying strategy. As a result, we are committed to developing an open communication company where nobody's position will be too high to raise concerns at the base level. That is why the head of export can directly address concerns to the chief executive officer in the exporting department. Our approach will be the same when it comes to our partnerships, both locally and internationally. By fostering open communication and taking into account the concerns and suggestions of our partners, Ando Plus will be able to improve operations and relations as a whole. That is why the company views constant and open communication as a strategic advantage. Additionally, rewards will be provided for those who demonstrate exceptional performance. A reward and recognition system will be implemented in order to reinforce the desired behavior and vision of the company. There are a number of ways to flip the product's value to Ando Plus advantage when it comes to value creation. The customers generally use a cost-benefit comparison when comparing the item's perceived value and its cost. As a first step, we intend to continuously innovate and release newer versions of our product, taking their feedback into account and quickly applying and releasing newer versions, thus maintaining the interest of our customers in our product. In this manner, we will be able to provide a greater value to our customers as the product has a sense of newness. It is also important that the products are always in stock. Both retail stores and online retailers should always have the products in stock and deliver them as quickly as possible to maintain the value of the products. In addition, if the customer feels that Ando Plus is listening to them and responding in a communicative manner, then it will improve the overall value of the product. Lastly, Ando Plus should make sure that all materials used are of high quality. And in order to increase product value perception, as well as to ensure that the product itself is made of high quality materials, so that there will be a greater perception of value and product effectiveness when used.
And that wraps up our proposed global product based in South Korea. This has been Ando Plus, your pioneer hangover patch. Keep up all day, stay up all night.
감사합니다, 여러분. Ando Plus is 하주세요. 안녕히 가세요.